Hi, this is the Crypto Alchemist. As promised, I'm bringing you the Lending Platform ICO Strategy Guide. Okay, just before I start, I'm not a financial advisor. I never want to be one. And secondly, don't invest more money than you can afford to lose. Okay, this guide is just to help you decide which way you want to go with your strategies, give you some ideas to think about. Okay, let's get straight to it. Okay, so there's two types of investor. There's investor A, who is high risk, would like to get in at the pre-sales, preferably, or the ICO stage of the sales of the coin, and hopefully it goes to market. If it does, and the coin goes up, he can make 10 times, 20 times, 50 or whatever, 100 times his money back. Then you have investor type B, who actually waits until the coin comes onto the market and knows it's all hunky-dory, it's all going really well, and they say invest $1,000 into the lending platform. They can withdraw their money daily, or they can compound, or do both. A little bit of compounding, then taking the money or whatever. Okay, so I'll just explain in a few details on how this works. But the goal for both of these, A and B, is to get to the destination, obviously, of the Lamborghini. Okay, so going over to the strategies and risk factors. Okay, so how does this work? Some people will buy in at the pre-ICO sales stage. This would be the highest risk, because if someone's just bought a template for $20 and sets up a lending platform page, they could disappear after a few days with all the money. However, if it gets to the ICO sales stage, okay, you're paying more money than the pre-sales because there's lower risk in my mind, mainly because the pre-sales has already gone ahead, they've advanced to stage 2, and the next stage obviously is for the coin to go live on the market. So it's also a good strategy to get in if you want to eliminate some of the risk. And then obviously when the coin launches on the market and the website's up and running and perhaps the exchange is running and everything looks hunky-dory, then obviously this would be the lowest risk. I would say for about a month, because if the coin's successful, which most seem to be at the moment, the coin will go up and up and up in small increments, maybe down a bit, but in general, if you look on a graph, it will go up. So this is considered for the first month the lowest risk. After that month, up to the first 6 months, I would say you're going back into the medium risk territory, because the coin could have consolidated and come down slightly, up slightly, down slightly, and the people might think, well, okay, we're now paying out investors, so it could be a good time to exit the market. And obviously after the 6 months up to infinity is obviously the highest risk, because who knows what they're going to do. They could just run, take all your money. So okay, so let's go over to the strategies of A and B. Okay, so if you're person A and likes to take the higher risks for the greater rewards, whether you buy the pre-sales or the ICO sales, let's say the pre-ICO sales are 50 cents, the ICO sales are $1. So you invest in one of these and you're lucky enough to see the coin launch, the website's all working, and you log in and you see that the coin's going up. So let's take Regal coin as the example. Just go over to this page here. Okay, so most people bought in around 86 cents at the ICO or pre-ICO stage, and then the coin went immediately up to around $12. What I suggest, if you've got that far and succeeded that far, is to take back your money and 200% profit. That means probably selling about 10% of all your coins at that stage. Okay, so whatever happens from then on, you have just made your money back plus 200%. So you've invested 1,000, you would have made 1,000 back and £2,000 in your pocket to spend and do whatever you like towards your Lamborghini. Okay, so the next stage is to hodl the coin. As you can see here, it went up to around $20 after the $12 stage. You could have perhaps taken a little bit more profit there. As you can see, it came down slightly and then traded sideways for a while. And then if you were lucky enough and you had the nerves of steel, you could have come out at around $42 here. And you would have made, if you bought in the pre-ICO stage, you would have made 40 odd times your money. And for the people with craziness, they could have ridden this out and come right up to $90. As you see, it's coming down slightly now. So whatever strategy you use there, you would have come out with a humongous amount of profit of this one. Now, doesn't mean all coins are going to be the same and they're all going to do the same thing. So this is why I suggest to invest in different ICOs, lending platform ICOs. If you've got $10,000 to spend, you're lucky enough, don't put all 10,000 into one ICO. I would suggest to find and research, do your own research, find the 10 best and invest in $1,000 into each one of those and spread your risk. Okay, so the other strategy is person B. Okay, so they wait for the launch of the coin, and the coin's up and running and trading. Okay, so say for example you invested $1,000 into the platform, lending it, and you didn't compound, and you're on 100 days, you put it in here, you would probably get somewhere around here. Now if it shut down here, you would still get your money back around here. Okay, probably around here, and this would all be profit. So you would still make a profit from this. Okay, so there's one other way you can invest. Now, safest entry into the market is probably here. So why not buy the coin at launch? Okay, let's take Regal coin again as the example. So at launch it was $12. You've paid a hell of a lot more than the pre-sale or the ICO sale, but you know you've taken all this risk factor out because it's already launched here. And you could have held that coin at $12, and you could have, going back over, you could have sold half at $20 and then rid it out sideways, perhaps sold here $42 or wherever it was, and then maybe sold a few more up here. Obviously in hindsight it's easy to sell at the top, obviously very, very difficult to do. Okay, so they're the different strategies. I find this strategy probably very good reward for low risk is to buy the coin immediately as soon as it comes on the market, even if it's 10 times more than it was in ICO stage, and hold the coin. As soon as you see good profit, sell half, and then obviously up to you what you do after that. Okay, so here's the risk assessment. Starting with the lowest risk is to buy the coin at launch, hold and sell. Obviously either sell at the top or sell in halfway up and sell half of your investment or a proportion of your investment. Medium risk is to invest into the platform, not compounding as explained before. So just come in as a normal investor and take your money out on a daily basis. Then going over to the highest risk is to buy the pre or ICO stage, and I strongly advise as soon as the market opens and the coins on the market is to sell your investment money capital plus 200% back on the pump of the market going up, and then hodl the rest. Okay, so there's, in my mind, there are the three options. Just moving over, of course you have to have nerves of steel if you hold the coins. You can see your money go up and down in huge increments, but the thing to remember is to keep calm and do not be greedy. Okay, so if you've got any comments, please leave them down below. If you want to give us a thumbs up, that would be nice, and also be very nice to subscribe to our channel. I will be doing regular updates. Okay, so I'll leave you with that thought. Thanks for watching. Take care.